This one family had an annoying rule. Every night before bed, all the kids had to turn in their devices. Phone, iPad, Nintendo Switch, everything went into a basket in the parents' room before 9 p.m. Hand it over. I'm in the middle of a game, and it's only 8:30. Too bad. Basket now. I hate you. What'd you say to me? And these parents took this way too seriously. If their kids were having a sleepover, they still had to do it, and so did their friends. So imagine being at your friend's house for a sleepover, when suddenly, okay boys, it's 9 p.m. Give me your phones, give me the video games, no more devices. Wait, what? I'm not even your kid. House rules. And even after you would turn these in, they would do a bed check sometime between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. where they would go into your room and see if they could catch you still using a device. I understand not having devices too late, but this is a little overboard. What do you think? This kid's grandma had a massive garden. It's huge! And every year she grew so many potatoes. Well, one fall she shows up at her grandson's house with a 50-pound sack. She hands it to him and says, "Take these!" "Okay, Grandma." So now this elementary school kid has a problem. He's got tons of potatoes. The next morning he just takes a few of these potatoes to school, and at recess he just starts handing them out. Potato for you, potato for you, potato for you. Nice! Just giving them away. And these kids think it's hilarious. Now everybody wants a potato. So the next day he brings more. And that's when things get a little weird, because one kid trades his potato for a pack of gum. Another kid trades his potato for a cookie. Then someone trades a really cool pencil for 2 potatoes, and all of a sudden, these potatoes have value. By the end of the week, kids' backpacks are full of potatoes. They're trading them for stuff. Some kids are collecting them, comparing them. Bigger potatoes were worth more. The weird-looking potatoes were worth the most. And then it happens where the kid who had the most potatoes was the most popular kid in the school at that time. Dude, Coleman has got like 9 potatoes. That's right. I'm the king! And obviously the teachers were super confused because what the literal heck? They would walk into conversations and overhear kids being like, "I'll give you 3 potatoes for your lunch today. Make it 4 and you got a deal." What the heck? And then just like that, it was over. After about a week, nobody cared about potatoes anymore. But for 1 week, man, the most valuable thing in that school was produce. Gotta respect the potato. We thought you were cool! Leave my classroom! There was this teacher everybody liked. He's the kind of teacher that would sit with students at lunch and joke around with them. So one day during lunch, this group of kids is sitting with this teacher. It's a normal lunch and they're talking and laughing with him. Then everybody heads off to class. Well, I guess some students in the cafeteria that day trashed it, and the janitor was furious. "Stupid kids making a big mess. I'm gonna complain." This janitor tells administration, everyone's talking. I guess this janitor really wanted whoever made this mess to get in trouble. Well, somehow, the cool teacher heard about this and blamed the kids he was sitting with. I was sitting next to Billy, Kevin, Kyle, Steven. They made the mess. Now, all those kids get called to the office. We didn't make the mess at all. Yeah, we were just eating our lunch, chilling, talking. No, yeah, we were sitting by Mr. Erickson. He can vouch for us. But the principal's like, "Well, kids, he's actually the one that turned you in." The kids feel betrayed. They go to his classroom after school. "Yo, dude, why'd you tell the school that we made a huge mess during lunch? We were literally talking to you about GTA 6. "Yeah, what?" All the teacher did was this. I don't know. "Now get out of my classroom." But that's not where it ends. All those kids went home, but the teacher personally called each and every one of those kids' parents to tell them that they trashed the lunchroom, which is a complete and utter lie. And that's the day all those kids learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes the teacher knows they're innocent, but it doesn't matter anyway. "My bike chain broke. Call Bike Boy." This neighborhood had this one kid. Everybody called him when their bike broke. He could fix anything. Flat tire, if your chain fell off, the brakes were wonky. Call him. "Hey, my brakes are wonky. I'm on 5th Street. You called the right guy." He showed up carrying this beat up old backpack. He drove a bike, and attached to the bike was this trailer thing that he would keep all his tools in, spare tires, chains. He had a bike pump. It was a mobile bike repair shop. He even made his own tiny business cards. Tyler's Bike Rescue, and his phone number. The entire neighborhood kept them in their wallets, because you never knew when you needed them. Even parents would put these business cards on their refrigerator. Business started getting bigger and bigger. Suddenly, he wasn't just fixing bikes. He would install new grips, swap the pedals out for something nicer, adjust seats, improve the seats. He was now a bike repair and customization service. Every afternoon, there'd be 2 or 3 bikes flipped upside down in this kid's driveway, and he'd be working on them. People were paying him pretty good. And by the end of summer, Tyler, this random middle school kid, became the neighborhood's official bike roadside assistance and customization. You gotta respect the hustle. It's 2 weeks till senior graduation. That kid decides he's gonna pull a prank that nobody will ever forget. Most senior pranks involve balloons, sticky notes, baby oil. Well, this dude somehow gets his hands on an actual beehive. It was in my backyard. I put it in the trash bag. And his genius plan is to bring it to school and release it. Okay, well, that's actually so dangerous. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the punchline's supposed to be here. Kid with a bee allergy having to be taken to the hospital? Who knows? He ties up the garbage bag that the beehive's in and he throws it over his shoulder. And he gets on the bus, mister. He's thrown on the bus, everything's fine at first. Then a kid noticed a bee. Oh God, there's a bee in here. Then there was another one. Oh God, there's another bee in here. Then another, then another, then another. The senior kid is like, oh my God! The bees had buzzed their way through this garbage bag, and now the beehive is open. The next 30 seconds were complete and utter craziness. Kids screaming, people hiding underneath the bus seats, but everybody was getting stung. And yes, there were kids in the bus that were allergic to bees, and yes, they had to go to the hospital. The funny part is, when the bus driver first noticed all these bees, he put the bus in park and left the bus. But then he realized he's in charge of these kids. I gotta go back. And he drives the bus to a nearby hospital, and they take it from there. But they found out who brought the beehive in, and he wasn't able to graduate. But that makes sense, because what a dumb prank. This kid made so much money in one day of school. And this is how it started. GTA 6 is like the biggest thing ever. Everybody wants it, but it's not out yet. Well, this kid's in elementary school. He said, yeah, my dad's a developer on GTA 6, so I've been playing an early copy. They're like, you're a liar! And he's like, no, I'll prove it. Well, he goes home one day, and he gets a bunch of empty game cases. He then goes on Photoshop, and he has his cousin help him. Okay, make it look like a perfect game case for GTA 6. All right, you got it, cousin. He then got a bunch of blank DVDs, and he put graphics on that as well. He had about 50 of these fake GTA 6 copies, and he takes them to school. See, look, I can prove it. I also brought 50 copies. Who wants to buy one? Now, these elementary schoolers freaked the heck out. Me, I'll buy one. I'm gonna buy one. Hey, can you save me one for tomorrow? I gotta steal money out of my mom's purse. Kids are sending him Venmos, giving them their own shoes. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars this kid made. And those kids he sold them to all took him home excited to play GTA 6 before anybody else. But when they put it into the computer, there was nothing on it. The whole thing was fake, so now everybody's furious. We're gonna kill him! People are talking about jumping him the next morning. I'm gonna jump this kid. Teachers hearing about it. Everybody waiting for this kid to show up to school. But thing is, he never showed up. Because what nobody knew was the day he brought all that stuff to school, all those fake copies of GTA 6, that was his last day. Because he was moving across the country for his dad's job. What an evil genius!